Triple-digit heat, unrelenting UV rays, and months without rain will quickly bake a standard landscape into a crisp, brown wasteland. If you want a vibrant yard that refuses to wither under a brutal summer sun, you need to plant certified survivors. Here is your exact field-tested blueprint to the 10 toughest sun-loving plants that thrive in extreme heat. Number 1, Texas lantana is an absolute bulletproof native that actually blooms heavier the hotter it gets. This rugged perennial forms a dense mounded ground cover that smothers weeds and bursts with vibrant red, orange, and yellow flower clusters from April until the first hard freeze. Plant it in your absolute harshest, full sun locations where reflected heat off concrete kills everything else. The critical warning here is to avoid overwatering and heavy fertilization. Pampering this plant triggers massive foliage growth, but completely stops flower production. Number 2, Esperanza, also known as yellow bells, is a striking structural shrub that shrugs off intense heat waves without dropping a single leaf. It produces massive, trumpet-shaped yellow blossoms that draw in pollinators while standing up to rocky, alkaline, and nutrient-poor soils. For the ultimate visual impact, place it against a dark fence or brick wall where it can bake in 8+ hours of direct daily sun. Every late winter, prune the entire plant down to within 12 inches of the ground to stimulate aggressive, bushier spring growth. Number 3, Pride of Barbados is the undisputed king of reflected heat, turning brutal summer pavement zones into tropical showcases. This fast-growing shrub features exotic, fern-like bright green foliage topped with fiery spikes of orange, red, and yellow blossoms. It establishes an incredibly deep, drought-resistant taproot within its first season, meaning it can survive on minimal supplemental water once settled. If a severe winter freezes it back to the ground, simply chop the dead stalks to the turf line in February, and it will roar back to 6 feet tall by midsummer. Number 4, plumbago provides a rare, refreshing splash of sky blue color during the absolute bleakest, most scorched months of August. Its sprawling, vine-like branches can be trained up a trellis, allowed to cascade over retaining walls, or massed together as a structural ground cover. It is highly resistant to common garden pests and adapts seamlessly to both heavy clay and loose, sandy soil profiles. To maintain a clean, high-yielding flower display, shear the outer edge of the plant back by 6 inches after each major blooming cycle. Number 5, Black-Eyed Susan is a classic, deeply resilient wildflower that anchors any high-heat perennial bed with zero fuss. The distinct golden yellow petals and dark central cones rise on stiff, hairy stems that naturally resist drying winds and intense midday sun. They require exceptionally sharp soil drainage to prevent winter root rot, so plant them in raised beds or amend heavy soil with expanded shale. Deadhead, the spent blossoms weekly throughout June and July to force a continuous wave of fresh, vibrant color right into autumn. Number 6, purple coneflower is a legendary native prairie survivor designed to endure extended droughts without drooping. Its thick, fibrous root system locks deep into the earth, pulling up moisture from far below the surface when topsoils turn to want. The large, daisy-like purple blooms feature prominent, spiky orange centers that remain structurally striking even after the petals fade. Leave the dried seed heads intact at the end of the season to provide a critical natural food source for local birds. Number 7, Mexican bush sage is a spectacular velvety purple ornamental that turns your garden into a focal point just as other plants begin to tire out. This tough-as-nails salvia handles poor, rocky soil with ease and features silver-green foliage that naturally repels deer and rabbits. It expands into a massive, 4-foot-wide structural mound that requires virtually no supplemental watering once established. Cut the entire plant back by half its height in late June to prevent it from splitting open and to guarantee an explosive fall bloom. Number 8. Purslane is the ultimate heat-tolerant succulent ground cover for filling tight borders, rock gardens, and baking hot hanging baskets. Its thick, fleshy leaves store water like a cactus, allowing it to carpet bare ground with brilliant neon pink, yellow, and red flowers in a matter of weeks. It thrives in low-fertility soils and completely ignores the drying effects of blistering south winds. Ensure the planting site receives a minimum of 6 to 8 hours of direct sun or the flowers will refuse to open. Number 9. Firebush is a massive hummingbird magnet that transitions from rich green to brilliant shades of copper, orange, and red as the summer heat intensifies. The elongated, tubular orange-red flowers bloom continuously through the worst heat spikes of July and August without showing a hint of stress. It handles compact clay or loose limestone soils perfectly, making it an excellent privacy screen or foundation plant for open south-facing walls. Water it deeply once a week during its first summer to lock in its extreme drought tolerance. Number 10. Rock rose is a native low-growing shrublet that produces charming, miniature pink, hibiscus-like blooms every single morning, regardless of the temperature. It thrives in thin, rocky limestone soils where other perennials fail to establish a foothold. This plant naturally maintains a compact, bushy shape, but can get leggy if left entirely alone for multiple seasons. Shear the entire plant back by 1/3 in midsummer to instantly refresh the foliage and stimulate a brand new flush of daily pink blooms. Hit that subscribe button right now to unlock the ultimate blueprints for a beautiful, weatherproof landscape.